believe as voters are going into the booth and making this decision, they're thinking about all of the benefits and they're weighing against any potential negatives. And the benefits we've been talking about this morning, it's jobs, it's housing, it's revenues to the city and the state, it's progress for the environment, it's getting back these streets and more. What's on the negative side? Not a lot. The only negative that makes much sense to me that I have heard is concern about taller buildings. And I would think that anyone who is really looking at the redesign that came out last week, which responds to recent months of public scrutiny and debate and addresses some of the concerns that have been raised by the public, will see in those new plans a considerably more exciting project than it was just a few weeks back. It was already a good project a few weeks back that I think most people up here were supporting. It's now an even better project, and I do hope that when voters go into the voting box, the images, if they're concerned at all, if they're troubled at all about the size of these buildings, that they have taken the time to look at these most recent plans and are making their decision based on that, not based on some of the, what I just think has to be called out as flatly inaccurate images that have been put out by opponents of the project. Images that just do not accurately take into account all elements of the zoning ordinance and therefore look much bigger than actual buildings will look. And images that have been, colored red, bright red, and look nothing like what an actual new building will be built, that will be built in the zone will look like. If you want to know what this is going to be like, go look at the studies on the city's webpage that have been signed off on by planning professionals as accurate. In particular, I would encourage people to look not at these views that you only see when you're in an airplane or a helicopter flying around, but that people will look at the views that are actual simulations of what it's going to be like to be a pedestrian on College Street and Bank Street and on the new streets that will go through this new property. I think that is the answer to these concerns about character. People are saying, I've heard out there, people say Burlington's character is going to change forever as a result of a yes vote. And they're right. It is going to change dramatically for the better. These are some of the worst blocks. Woo! Cherry Street right now is four of the worst blocks in our downtown. It is the infrastructure's in bad shape. There's this looming, rusting parking garage. You have the blank walls from the mall where streets are cut off. All of that is going to be transformed into some of the best parts of our downtown to be a pedestrian in, to be a biker on, to be even driving around. It is going to be a vibrant, active, exciting part of the downtown in the aftermath of a yes vote on 3 and 4.